At first glance, the resemblance to the world-famous Blitz machine is unmistakable. The patented HPC Punch Machine is based on the Blitz machine. It provides completely portable code cutting without needing electricity, and it's easy to take with you on the job site. The punch machine is very versatile and simple to use. It cuts most standard brass keys, including Schlage, Best, and Master, as well as many automotive and furniture keys. The key to this simplicity and versatility is the use of code cards. The code cards translate the actual measurements to lines on the card. These lines designate the spaces and depths for each type of lock. The punch cards are distinguished from the Blitz cards by the extra notch at the bottom. Before the advent of HPC's code card system, to cut by code you needed to know that the distance from the shoulder to the first space on a standard Schlage key is 231 thousandths of an inch, and have a way to gauge that distance on your key machine. It was a time-consuming, error-prone method for cutting a new key. With the HPC Punch Machine, when you position the space needle on the line for the first space, the key is in the exact position to make the first cut. You don't need to know it's at 231 thousandths of an inch. When you position the depth needle on the number 4 depth, it will make an accurate cut to that precise depth. In this case, 275 thousandths of an inch. The punch machine comes with 100 different code cards covering a wide variety of keys, and 4 micrometer cards if you need to use the actual dimensions for each cut. 3 different punch and die sets are also included. The only limitations are high security angle cut keys and keys with paracentric keyways that may distort when attempting to punch them. For these types of keys, HPC offers the card-operated Blitz machine and the computerized CodeMax and TigerShark machines. Select the appropriate code card for the key you are going to cut. Refer to the code card cross-reference on the HPC website or to HPC's CodeSource software to determine the card needed. Insert the code card into the lens, making certain it goes under the needles. Depending on the profile of the key blank, insertion in the machine may be from the left or from the right. To avoid distorting the key blank, the flat of the blank must be positioned down. To determine from which side a particular blank is to be inserted, hold the key by the bowl with your thumb and forefinger. If the flat side is on the right, then it's a left-hand insertion. If the flat is on the left side, then it's a right-hand insertion. The code cards also indicate from which side to load the key. For right-hand insertion, raise the lever for easier access to the jaws. For easier loading, turn the depth knob all the way to the left to position the carriage away from the punch. The punch machine has gauging arms on both sides of the jaws. Both arms can be used for either shoulder gauging or tip gauging to accommodate both shoulder gauge and tip gauge keys with both left hand and right hand insertion. For shoulder gauged keys such as Schlage or Quickset, first determine from which side you will insert the key. Loosen the wing nut. Place the key blank against the back of the jaw, making certain it is straight in the jaw. Gently push the key blank against the shoulder gauge and hand tighten the wing nut. Do not over-tighten the wing nut. For tip-gauged keys such as Ford or GM, again, first determine from which side you will insert the key. Use the gauge arm at the tip of the key and gently push the blank against the arm and hand tighten the wing nut. Creating a new key with the punch machine is quick and simple. Select the proper code card. Load the appropriate key blank. Turn the space knob so the needle is on the first space. Turn the depth knob to the proper depth and punch. dial to the second space, dial to the proper depth, and punch. Continue this process for each space on the key. One benefit of punching keys is that the punched cuts are clean. The key does not require deburring. It is ready to use right off the machine. Changing the punch and die is fast and simple. Using the T-handle wrench included with the punch machine, loosen the 2 screws and slide the toe clamps toward the outside. Loosen and remove the center punch screw. The punch and die set can now be removed. If it sticks, simply depress the lever to loosen it. Brush off any brass chips that remain on the platform. Place the new punch and die set over the hole. Thumb tighten the punch screw and depress the lever to line up the punch and die unit before the final tightening. Slide the side brackets over the die plate and tighten with the wrench. Some smaller keys, some master padlock keys for example, are punched using the B-jaw. The code cards indicate which jaw to use. To use the B-jaw, simply remove the easy grip wing nut and the washer set. Remove the top jaw, flip it over so the B is facing up, and replace it on the stud. Replace the washer set, flat washer, ball bearing, flat washer, and wing nut. The punch machine from HPC has recently been redesigned for even faster operation. It is the most versatile, all-inclusive punch machine on the market. It is the best option for security professionals who need to code cut commercial, residential, automotive, and furniture keys, wherever the job takes them.